chat. I need to convince him that I'm a good video game player. I got the suit on, button up, tie, glasses, you know. I look it. I know I look it. Last two videos, I could do it. You know, whether it's my teammates, whether it's my teammates, it could be me. It could be me. So I need a way to deceive them. I need a way to show them without them knowing. I need them to think I'm a good player, but I'm not. So I can't play any popular games. I can't play any player versus player games. I need some luck, because luck will carry me. I know it will. Why are you looking at me like that? Why do you think you think I'm going crazy? You're giving me the eye like I'm going crazy. After watching that intro, how can you not be hyped for this game? That is what motivated me. Seeing that intro, I'm hyped. I have to fight these little bots, these little guys that aren't the most entertaining or fun to fight. But at the end of that, at the end of the 5 levels of fighting those little guys, you get to fight the boss. And the first boss is Brad. Brad's a very Chad guy. He's the security for Have a Nice Death, and he's the first boss. It's a good little theme and a good way to warm you up into the game. He's not a very challenging boss, but I make him look challenging. That is one of my rare skills in video games, is to make easy things look hard. Now Brad, you have to get through every single playthrough, whether it's your 9th attempt, 10th attempt, and you're going to the final boss for your 100th attempt. You still have to get through Brad every single time, and there are no exceptions. So getting good at Brad is the first thing you have to do to get good at this game. Walking into one of his rocks is not gonna help the cause. Getting a rocket launcher. Holy shit. That's what I need, the rocket launcher. It does maybe 1/8 of a boss's health per shot. So instead of trying to get it safely to Brad, I have the great idea of going and taking out Mr. Clean. Maybe Mr. Clean will take me out. Mr. Clean took me out. So, don't learn my lesson and decide to go to Mr. W. Hung. And he's gonna W hung me. He's gonna get the dub, and I'm gonna be hung. Later I'll show you how he gets a little bit easier. No. It looks like you are going to be don't worry about work, just sit back and relax, everything's under control in easy mode. I clipped that at the end because, you know, we want this, maybe not family friendly, but we don't want this to get too bad. I don't know why I try and beat the cleaning guy again in my 3rd attempt, but every time I see him pop up in my elevator tab, I have to click him, because I have that need to try and prove myself, no matter what. Get popped again. Now after that, I take a little time away from the mini bosses, because I realize that it's a bad idea. And I'm new to this game, so every time I enter the boss area, my heartbeat starts going crazy. So like, a simple death like that shouldn't probably happen, and it was a little easy to avoid. But yeah, when you get nervous and you're just doing anything to be alive, it's hard to stay calm and do the right thing. No. Wait, did I kill? Let's go. So we take care of him easy peasy as he enters the more serious boss form that you might learn about more later. I just beat the first boss. Guys, this is the best idea you've ever had. The best idea you've ever had. Now you can see the confidence oozing out of me. 6 deaths and I already beat the first boss after trying all the mini bosses. How hard can this game really be? The next section is pretty easy. All they got is these fry guys, or the burger guys who have the fry guys in them. These are like the easy stages, and so they only have like soda guys and candy dispensers. Nothing that is too much of a threat that I can't handle. But, like I always do, I see the mini boss, and I have to fight it. Fucking fuck. God. As you just watched a short part of me getting destroyed by Candace, the cupcake. Candace the cupcake beat me to death. I finally get the boss after 8 deaths. Every once in a while, I'll die to one of the normal levels or a special level that I'm not showing, because I want to focus more on the bosses. The bosses are where the game gets hard, and the ability you just saw me do there was an ultimate. You can see the purple thing in the top left of the corner. It's not purple anymore, but it will fill up more and more to the point where I can use that ability. It makes you invulnerable for a short period of time and does a good chunk of damage to the boss. Also, sorry about the boss's health bar at the bottom not being visible. That will change in the future. I didn't realize the new monitor that I have is not 1080p, and it's a little bit more. So the bottom half, oh, look at the screen. You can see him now, so you're welcome. You can also see me die 2 times. Also, you're welcome. After 11 deaths, I finally am able to lock in and get the boss below half health, which sounds like it should be all sunshine and rainbows, but in actuality, this is where the challenge only starts. They enter a mode where they go a little bit faster, they have new abilities that you have to learn, and they do more damage. So, in all, getting them to half health is really only the start. Let's go. I get this guy to half health, or get to low, and I do the easy thing of just using my ultimate ability to kill him. Even though I have 12 deaths now and have spent a good portion of time in this game, it hasn't added me any, or given me any new abilities that you wouldn't get the first playthrough, but my skill has gone up. So in these next clips, I just want to show you that I am able to dodge, and I am able to lash out attacks on these mini bosses even. That's more of where I want to see the skill difference throughout the game. At the start, it was rough, and it looked like this, where I'm dying to not even mini bosses. And at this point, now I'm able to consistently get to the bosses. Even though I'm able to consistently get to the bosses and get them to half health, where the challenge really begins, I still sometimes do the stupid thing of running into fists or not dodging them. That fist might look a little hard to dodge, but in actuality, all that you have to do is jump. Like there, if I had jumped right next to him, I would have been fine. But in the heat of the moment, when you're challenging up against the boss, you don't always think of that. And it's only when you finally beat him do you see how easy it is. Let's go. We're able to pull through and beat the next boss. 18 deaths. Maybe that's a little high, but we're going to pull through on the second half of this challenge, I think. Now, once again, we have the opportunity to pick between two. And we have addiction and physical illness. I wanted to do addiction first because I thought it would be a little bit harder. They really only have a couple big guys, the flying pills, but the doctors are what make this run so hard. And I consistently am not able to get to the final boss every single time. This time we're able to. It's a little, I don't know whether I was locked in or had good items, something of the sort. The reason that the addiction boss is so hard is he jumps from corner to corner, shooting out these little red lightning beams or balls, like red balls that do so much damage. Don't feel sorry for him, he's okay. This challenge, or this time, that little sheet that I just showed you are different abilities that you can get. They normally don't affect the game that much as I thought it would, but this one is, if you get to low health and are about to die from a hit, you'll live with 1 health. I have the rocket launcher and some sort of meteor collision kind of thing. And these two are one of the best abilities in the game. So it's a little easier for me to get through. However, I still can't take all the damage in the world, as I'm at 1 health. It comes down, and I'm able to meet.
You think I'm going a little too fast? You think they won't believe it? I just keep beating him. I need him to look a little bit more convincing. A little more convincing. Okay, good idea.
We beat addiction and got to the final stage. This is just a little sneak peek. This final stage is called Modern Warfare. Like the video game, there are kids who have rockets. There are kids who throw C4 grenades, and this is the final boss. He looks like a similar villain that from World War II. He looks like Hitler, okay? I'm gonna say it. We all know. I'm on Death 21. First time seeing the final boss. I wish I had more of a time reference for this. At the end of this video, you'll see how long I sadly had to spend on this game. But Hitler and all of doesn't have that many hard abilities. I don't know why I keep getting hit by those bombs. He has a couple rockets, and he's nothing too crazy. I know I can beat him, but at the end of the day, when the stress is high, it's hard to lock in and beat him and look at things in a simpler way. We get him to half health, so we're able to get a good chunk done the first time we see him. Death 22. We're on to Brad, but Brad looks a little different this time. He looks a little more serious. This is Brad when he's actually security and not just being a lazy bum on his phone. He's a little harder, but for me, at this point, after losing 22 times, Brad's nothing crazy. You can consistently beat him, especially with a nice stun into a combo. GG, Brad. Go next. At least Brad looks good. Like I said, we're going to do them in order. So now we're going to go and take on physical illness. There's nothing too different from physical illness and addiction. They still have the doctors that can teleport behind you and stab you. They still have the flying pills that drop stuff on you. But the main difference is the crab. The crab guy, he's different. He's a little slower, does a little bit more damage. So you get both sides of it. Whatever one you feel more comfortable playing, you can play. Like I said, he's slow. I'm not gonna fall for most of this stuff. At 23 deaths, I feel a little bit more confident. Like that again. That's the same as the pollution fist. But he does have these sudden, very quick attacks that are hard to dodge. This item set here is one of my favorites. It's these cactus balls that jump around and do massive damage to the bosses. Now the crab, once you kind of get his basic combo, is a little easier to get through. Especially with ranged attacks. So this time, I have a bow, and it makes it a lot easier because I'm able to sit in the corner, attack him. If he comes close, I can either ult or I can just dash to the other side. I'm not gonna get hit by any of his little kicks or anything. One arrow shot, finish it. Beautiful. I love it. Once again, we're able to get to the final boss. And with the arrow, it makes it a lot easier. This ability where he flies on the rocket and lands all those little red dots behind him, you have to dodge, and I still to this day don't know how to dodge him. But if you're dodging the rest of it, you can tank a little bit. Fatigue. Not a thing I would think of when I'm talking about video games, but when you're playing a new game with new muscles, and honestly it's more your brain than anything, my brain is fatigued at the end of it, and I'm not able to lock in. Whether that's not enough caffeine, that's what I might say. My mom might say
I know we're
different.
close. I know we're close. Give me a dap up. Thank you.
So I get the pump, I get the fuel, the energy from a dap up, and you think it would make a difference, but I die to Mr. Clean. But after a couple more deaths, and I get deaths because once I got to the final boss, I started not pay as much attention to the rest of the bosses, and I thought I could easily breeze by. So I'm already at 5 HP in this fight, with nothing left to live for. As far as it goes for the mini bosses, this is my least favorite. He's able to put these little stupid red goo balls that slowly fall down and deal massive damage to you while he spits on you and slaps you up with his dirty little filthy tongue that I hate and want to twist off in 1,000 pieces. But I think that might have been my second attempt on him, and I am able to pull through. The bomb boys are the worst. I hate every single second that I had to go against the bomb guys. They probably did the most damage to me in the entire game. You have to remember that to get to this final boss, I have to go through 3 different bosses before. I probably do a couple extra mini bosses because I'm like that, and it gives you extra power ups. But that little rocket there, that's a little... Keep that in your mind, because I don't know what it does, but it's gotta be bad news. If that rocket ever takes off, you'll probably lose all of your health. There we go again, able to cleanly take it out. But we get to the second half. This is where the challenge really begins. Now, the thought of the last 32 deaths coming down to this one moment brings me to the point where my heartbeat is at 120. I'm sure of it. And you can see the nerves in my play. Like that. Normally I just easily dodge that. Instead I have to use my ultimate and get it out of the way. Now I don't have that to dodge maybe something like an ult. I get so nervous in the middle of this fight, I have to stop and I have to double check that I'm recording because I do forget to record a decent amount. I'm at half health. Now I'm at 1/4 of health. I use a heal to try and get more health. The nerves are at all-time high. I start questioning if I should have ever hit the escape menu, because now I'm at 1 health. If I get hit by anything, I am a dead man. Sometimes the easiest things to dodge in high stress places become the thing that kills you. With 1 health, the final rocket comes down. And I beat him, and I take his life. No more Hitler allowed in this game. He is gone. 32 deaths is what it took me. 32. And we watch him kill himself. utter bliss.
What can I say? I did it. They didn't think I could. I did it. What do you expect? You guys are amazing. I love you. I love you. What?
While I was able to beat the first boss, now I realize there's a second boss, and I don't know how I didn't think of this before, but this is natural disaster world with tsunamis coming through and a giant storm and these big fiery guys. But we're gonna skip past that, even though that was some of the hardest people I had to fight. We get to the boss. She's this little water lady, and she's gonna shoot out these jets, and she's gonna do a lot of damage, and I'm already stressed enough. I think this is the last boss that I'm gonna have to fight, and I just want to get this video done with. I've had 38 deaths at this point. I'm over this game. I don't think I can even beat this game myself. The doubt, the stress. You know, I want to get back to my kitty. I want to not be playing this game. So each death that I get adds more and more. And each time that I die, it adds more of a reason to beat it the next time, and more stress to beat it the next time. So now we're at 40 deaths. With the spiky balls. If you remember, though, that is my favorite combo. We're both at 1 health again. Both at 1. And I die to the easiest thing. 42 deaths, and I'm doing one of the, not necessary, but this is a challenge, a time challenge to get through this level in a certain set of time. But I'm not on track to beat it, and the timer is gonna go out at 2 minutes, which is behind the death mark. As the time fails, my character goes missing, and I have no idea how to get back into the game, and I don't think I have the courage and the energy to go through another playthrough to die to the final boss again. So I leave a lovely note to them saying how much I love their game and how I didn't just crash out and lose an entire challenge because of their stupid spaghetti code. We're gonna blur it out because, you know, I don't want you guys to think I'm too nice or that I'm spreading too much love.
This is the worst idea you've ever had. I can't do it. I spent the last day, the last 24 hours playing this, and I can't beat this last boss. No. No. I go and look up how long this takes to average play. The average playthrough takes 9 hours. They're not gonna believe me. You're gonna have to pay.